Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the show that you've been anticipating. It's the show that your friends been talking about. It's the show that was overrated past the presidential debates. It's called Media Cartel. Hit us up, mediacartelmixshow at gmail.com. That's how you get in your comments, your complaints, your suggestions, and all the things that you need to know to make this show a better show. Plus, if you want to hit it up, follow us. IG, Facebook, YouTube, MySpace. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get MySpace back popping, man. Y'all gonna thank me after a while. But in the meantime, between time, hit us up, Media Cartel. Hit subscribe, like, and you too can be part of the cartel. It's as simple as that. That's all you got to do to get in, to get on. But as usual, we're gonna start it out on the format, on the RIPS, the rest in peace for the individuals who fallen soldiers or soldierettes, could be sisters, whether you're famous, whether you're non-famous, or whether it's your career. But needless to say, you have any over there, bro?
Definitely. R.I.P. to Jamie Foxx, his sister, his youngest. I think it's young. I know it's younger, but I don't know if it's youngest. Deandra Dixon, she passed away.
She's fighting cancer, I think.
No, she had
is it lupus?
Down syndrome.
Okay, I know it was. Okay, I'm thinking of somebody else then. Okay,
and also she was 36. I think I got the right person. Beanie Man, his mother passed away.
Wow. Yes, I saw that.
And had to be
she passed away, and he kind of
fell out.
He fell out, had to be hospitalized. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's one of the talking topics, and also passing to his name is see, I messed it up just that quick. Wallace. Walter. Thank you. The two W's messed me up. Walter Wallace Jr., 27-year-old man in Philly, shot and killed by none other than Philadelphia Police Department. From the understandings, wasn't there, didn't get the full report. The brother was said that he had a knife.
He was mentally
and
ill.
He was mentally ill. That was already, stated prior to even the phone when they were called out. But they did say that he had a knife. He did come at the police. They're scary ass. Shot and killed him. Yeah. Now,
instead of pepper spraying them,
right? Exactly.
Even if they did have to shoot him, they could have backed off. They had to
exactly. It was,
but in the like you said, he did come at them. But they shot 20 sometimes.
I'm not that part. I'm not quite sure how many shots. I know at least 6, and I was like, was it 6 from each cop, or because the video I saw kind of cut off.
Well, I was just going on what I read. It was 20 something.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And it's in the report I saw. It didn't state number. It just said several times. But needless to say, I try to be I try to be partisan. In his defense, whether you know it or not, it's what they call the Tuller drill. And the Tuller drill states that a person 20 feet away, wielding a knife, can get to a person and stab someone, fatally stab someone before they even had the time to react, pull out their gun, and pull the trigger. So within that 20 feet, he was in the 20 feet when supposedly, this is what they're saying on the report. So I think they're doing that by the Tuller drill. Needless to say, he did come at them with a knife. I'm like you. They could have used less lethal force. They could have even.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I agree with what you're saying about the tool, whatever it's called.
Yep.
But also, let's say this. Now, let's remind, they were not. Don't think. Well, you're right. I agree with what you're saying. Whatever the drill called, but remind, they were prepared. They
One.
was already guns
getting ready to hit
already
these.
drawn. It wasn't like you was walking down the street, somebody
Yes.
jumped out the bushes, or somebody came down the sidewalk and was like, with a knife, and
Right.
you're like,
correct. Number one.
yeah.
Number two.
Okay, that's all I was saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm debunking them. I'm trying to. I'm setting that up so people go, oh, he had a knife and they shot. Well, you know that can be done.
Okay.
But yeah, they were already prepared. Guns already pulled out on him. Two.
And they were warned before he even charged that, hey, you got a knife, you got
Exactly. Number two, they already knew the situation. They were already informed before they got on the scene because they were coming for a domestic.
Well, that's what they said. But,
something else.
I mean,
they
said
already,
domestic, but the problem was he was having a mental issue. That's just what they called it.
Right, exactly. So they already were informed he was mentally unstable, and he did have a knife as a weapon. With that being said, the things that they were trying to get on the book, one of the Ice Cube things of the whatever correlation for black people, I forgot the name of his little thing, but they need, when it's a situation like that, they need to send out some kind of negotiator, psychiatrist, or something. Now they're willing to do that shit when Willincroft or whatever the fuck ass white supremacists.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, most cities are adapting. Our city has adapted that. Most cities are adapting that. Also, I mean, to get you all the stuff. Well, go ahead and finish.
No, you probably gonna hit it anyway. Also,
no, this is about it, but it's off it. But
okay. So knowing the situation, guns already out. Him coming, I agree with you. They could have pepper sprayed. They could have tag team.
Being that they're supposed to be trained for this
tased them
anyway,
yeah.
so
and ding 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 ding. You just hit it on right. They are supposed to be trained and more adept. Just like I was watching some report, and the dude was like, the guy was, excuse me, it wasn't a report. It was an interview. And the cops were like, well, you got to understand, we're afraid. We're fighting for our life every day we come out there. And, we see a black man like you or whatever, and we're intimidated. That might be true. Because you're small, puny, you may be under weight of the person that you're doing. But you are supposed to be trained, and you should be at a better, and we should hold you. No, we shouldn't. You are held to a higher standard. So therefore, those three, to me, just knocked it all out. Needs to be lawsuit.
Okay.
Bim, bim, bim.
Let me see. Go back to what you were saying. You said, but he's a threat. Okay, that's funny though, because then remember, that's kind of off the subject, but remember how old girl just got up in front of her at the Kansas City Police Commission. And so I was just reading the comments like on different websites, people were posting. They were like, "Oh, she ain't gonna do that. She just all talk. She's." So my thing is, okay, yeah, she's no threat to them. They don't care. She's okay. Well, y'all feel like that. Why the police so threatened then?
Right.
And they're trained.
Yeah.
So if she's no threat to them, just for her, legally doing what she did.
Right.
But why y'all so threatened? But you see what I'm saying? So where's the threat? But what I was saying before was this is with a lot of these situations where police do end up getting fired or getting in trouble from that nobody kind of really speaks out on. Is when these situations happen, they end up lying.
Right, of course.
On
that report changes real quick.
On the police report.
Right.
And you see anytime when he's policing, you see that they'll either transfer or they'll get fired or something happen.
Right.
You be like, but I don't get any people like, I got no charges. And that's the reason why they get transferred or fired, because they got caught in lies.
Right.
When the police reports start coming. But nobody really actually points it out. Like even the George Floyd, like all these cases, the police lie on the police report.
Right.
To make it more beneficial in their favor.
It's all about the articulation.
Yeah, like for instance, this saying domestic call. But then we'll find out later what the truth of it was. Like for instance, like it'll be a call and it'll be like, hey, it's a mental illness person. They'll get it be like, oh, we seen somebody suspicious with a knife.
Right. Gotcha. Yep.
I'm just saying
to fit the narrative.
To fit the narrative, how crazy the lie is, like how they'll go on to the report.
Articulation.
There's even been cops in certain, I think that was in Chicago maybe, or no, that was New York. Where the police captain even got fired.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they really, they got caught bad trying to cover up that dude. The dude they killed in New York.
They had no whiteout erasers or something because they had.
Oh, they had fucking.
They had the regular report.
They had fucking email trails.
Yes, exactly.
And it showed that he was just even just a black puppet because the white dudes under him, telling him what to do. He just like, okay, yeah, well, that'll work. Yeah, he's just a black puppet. He's not even running the show.
Yep. And it happens too often.
Mm-hmm.
So,
see, that's the other thing people don't realize too. Now you know when. I think it started when Obama was a senator.
Okay.
But I know it got official when he was president.
What's that?
These counties and these cities, they actually get more money from the government when they put a minority or a black person in the head of the police.
Now that I hadn't heard.
Yeah, they do. They get more money from the federal government if they have a. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that will make a lot of sense.
Why you started seeing more lately?
Yeah. That would make a lot of sense and dollars for, of course, that organization. And yeah, I'm starting to, and me and you have different views of law enforcement. Mm-hmm. I can't say that I praise them. I do understand their job and what they're supposed to do. And my word is supposed to do. So for that point, I always look at them as they have a job. But it's getting hard as a black man to even look at them going, I understand you got a job to do. If somebody robs Walmart, I could give a fuck less. It's not my money, nor is it my product. Mm-hmm. Plus, I know Walmart has hella insurance, and they're going to be compensated.
Oh, no, they're going to raise the price.
Yeah, that's the bottom line to it. But my point is, the officer will come, they're doing their job. I'm not, why the fuck you arrested that nigga for stealing some steak? He need to eat. Probably all that may be true. Not the right time, not the right place. Mm-hmm. I'm saying that to give the same side scenario of when it comes down to shooting of a black man, the injustice of anybody. Fuck it ain't even got to be black. Mm. The injustice of what police do and try and cover up. And I know that there's not every officer is bad, just like every black person is not a thief or a thug. Every white person is not a racist cracker and white supremacist. I'm grouping them together as they have grouped us. I'm going, something needs, if y'all don't see what's wrong, which I'm quite sure you do, the system needs to change. At point blank, bottom line, I'm done on my preaching scope, and we're going to move on because I know y'all probably, that's not what y'all dialed in for.
Well, you part of the problem.
Huh?
They're part of the problem, too, if you try to ignore it.
Right. It's ignored. The system doesn't work. If it was anything else, okay, I'm
kind of like before all the shit really popped off, I remember D.L. Hughley,
yeah,
did a thing. I was watching one of his shows, and this before all the George, for all the ride and all the shit popped off. He was on the plane, and somebody got shot and killed by the police, and I guess he was in the chair, and he was behind the white lady, and she had a laptop up, and I guess whatever she could pull up or whatever. They could only pull up the news. Or, I don't know how it worked or whatever the situation.
Yeah, on the airplane.
Yeah, she was on the airplane.
Yeah, they limit certain websites.
And whatever she was looking at news, and she did only put up news. So she had a laptop up, and then she looked at the news, and as soon as it came on by somebody, she was watching it, and then it came on by the police killing the black dude. Yeah, she said you want to hear that shit. She said that, and you said, see, that's what the problem is right there.
Exactly. I often, when I'm moving around, I listen to a lot of podcasts. Mm-hmm. and different things, political, non-political, points of views, blah 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 blah. Often, if I'm pulling into a gas station, if I was listening to it, I was listening to it. I'm not going to blunten my. I don't go up to a gas station or anywhere, bamming my music and or, my podcast. Anyway, rule of thumb. But my whole point is, I do tend to keep it. If they're talking and they're talking racial inequality, if it's a white person next to the pump, they're going to hear it. I'm not going to shunt my point of view just because of you. If you want to confront me about it and ask me about it, or you go, hey, bro, could you turn that down? The person that I am, will respectfully turn it down because you ask. Now, if you go, turn that shit down, or rude with it, then, that turns up a whole nother situation. But I was saying that to say how you saying on the plane, it's like, oh, shit, black guy, boom. You want to, like you say, part of the problem. You're trying to ignore the shit when it's blatantly in your face.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And I was getting ready to get an example of, who they point the blame at and who they don't point the blame at. 45 does it again. He has a rally in Omaha.
Oh, that. I mean that.
You hear about this one?
No, I'm just saying him is funny. It's to the point where it's like I think the people that follow him, it's to the point where that's the nuts that he has so follow him. You got crazy nutty people like radical. Well, we know he has the what you call it, the racists, right. Nazis or whatever, of course.
Right.
They got that's them. That's their belief.
Right.
But then you got the nuts. The nuts.
When you say nuts, you mean not all
mentally ill. Yeah.
And just local. Yeah.
And then us, you left with the I guess you say the self. I guess the self-hating people. Self-hate their race.
That would still be under the supremacists to me.
No, hate their own race.
Oh, okay. You talking about
as I said, self-hating people.
Oh, okay.
You got those.
Right.
And it's not black people. You got black people, which is ridiculous. I seen some dude on TMZ the other day. It was ridiculous. That dude was ridiculous. You got them, and then I was watching the George Lopez thing, and then it's Latino people the same way.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of Latino people. I mean, they're from Trump, but they feel the same way. Like he was saying, they self-hating.
Yeah. I guess I could see that too. Yeah, it's he has a very specific demographic, and the other.
And then you just got elderly people. They just too old.
I was getting ready to say the elderly people, and that's kind of what, and that's where I was getting ready to go with this report. At this 45 campaign.
Iowa.
What do you call it? Rally. Thank you. All I had to do is think of KKK.
Iowa.
Yeah. In Iowa, he has a rally in Iowa, and he has it in the middle rural farm type land.
And at the airport. They landed the plane.
But I'm saying they had it out away.
No, they're all at the airport now because he don't have time to drive because he's doing like 3 or 4 a day.
Well, this one they had the bus.
No, it was at the airport, but to get to it, the people had the bus 2 miles away.
Oh,
this is the airport. You can't just draw right down the tarmac.
Gotcha. Okay. That when they were saying rule, they were saying it was away from the airport.
It was a small rural country town.
Oh, okay.
The town very rural.
Okay,
yeah.
So airport, they have to. But the main thing is about 2 miles away
to the tarmac.
Yeah, about 2 miles away, busting all these people in to hear 45 rumble and massage his own self.
And they got him there.
Got him there, fine. Got all the photo ops, got all the cheers, got all the cameras, seeing all the good stuff. All right, see you later, fuck you. That's basically what he said to him.
And what you're leaving out is, this is not Florida. I mean, right now,
I'm sorry, yeah, exactly.
We're wearing shorts. Yeah. It's hot.
Yeah,
we're still sweating. It's hot as shit.
We're in our Miami Vice, gear.
Yeah, it's still summertime here.
Hot as fuck. Yeah. It's freezing cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the main point. You're right.
And then it gets night there. It's
Freezing cold.
Yes.
Fucking freezing cold.
That's the main point.
Yeah, and buses. All the buses didn't get the people back. It was limited. Like if it was supposed to be 10 shuttles, all of a sudden it's 5 shuttles.
He got there and said what he had to do.
Yeah.
Got back on the plane.
Flexed out on their ass.
Yeah, stepped back in the plane, hauled ass.
Now, bottom line is he left his constituents out in the cold. Literally out in the cold. Rather for whatever reason you went to support him.
You mean supporters?
Yeah. Constituents
we're
will
all
still be
his constituents, but not really. So you don't really say that about a president, but we all are.
I guess you're right.
Because they're not a representative. He's a
right. His supporters.
Oh, Congressman.
So, with all that being said and done, who do you blame? Do you blame the bus driver? Do you blame the organizer? Do you blame
if it's coming out of his mouth, I mean, last thing I heard he was blaming the Democrats.
For not getting all the people back to their cars and stuff.
Well, first he lied. Then he got caught in it, which
he's always lying.
First he said it was reported that the people had left, and he said, we had tents of hot chocolate and stuff. I don't know. Nobody said they didn't or did, but this is what he said.
Okay.
And then he said, no. He when he found out what happened, he sent like 40 or 50 buses. That's what he said. And then what happened was his own people, Fox News, what I call them, they're his own people.
Yeah.
One of the people there, they're like, they released the video. They released one of the reporters that released the video. I don't know if he released it on Fox News or on his own timeline or whatever, but all the others picked it up and they're like, well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Because people had to walk something like these elderly people. They couldn't make it.
Yeah, exactly.
People, they waited for something like, hey, the buses ain't coming. So then some people were like, hey, it's too cold. We got to start walking.
Yeah.
But the elderly people were left out. Yeah. And so that was a lie. So then he said, oh, yeah, well, we did send them, but they just didn't get there because Democrats held up the bridge or something.
Right, yeah.
And then 30 people had to see ambulances. Most of them elderly.
Elderlies, yeah.
7 people had to be hospitalized overnight.
What do you call it? When you get cold,
frostbite or whatever.
Therma something. I can't think of the word now. Hypothermia. Yes. The seven overnight had bad cases of hypothermia. Like say others, about 30 plus others were admitted. Dozens of people had to walk that 2 miles. Most of these people were elderly and just a tragedy. So all that to say is, hey, you leaving people out in the cold, and this ain't the first time. And this is what this man does, and y'all still don't give. He doesn't get the blame for this stuff, and y'all go, oh, well, he's good for the.
Like I said, you got these nutty supporters, and of course the racists, they don't give a fuck because they don't give a fuck. But the thing about the whole situation is not to get to the point where most people, I guess that's what it really brings the truth of what they say. It's way easier to fool somebody, like out of their money or whatever, somebody, than it is to convince somebody that they've been fooled.
Wow.
Because they don't want to hear that.
Wow. That's a very true statement.
So that kind of brings the ring with that statement. It's like, it's easier to fool somebody than try to convince somebody that, hey, you've been taken.
You've been taken, yeah.
And it's like, they don't want to hear that.
No, see, what happened was, I was okay because I do my calisthenics, so I was able to get there, but yeah, you know.
And then it's like the stuff that they follow and say is like, the falsehood of stuff is crazy. Because if you actually get off of Google and go to like a real browser, like a real internet browser that you can like use for dark web, whatever, and you'll see Google blocks out a lot of stuff, but you'll see a lot of you still get on there, but it doesn't come up like in the media page, or they won't recommend it or whatever.
Right.
But you'll see a lot of these fake websites, and they'll come up with like stupid like theories about Biden or committee, or just about the stories about or they'll make up fake stories about about some of them black people get killed or something. It's just crazy, and then and they actually feed into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
kind of use them they actually believe it.
That extra boost. See, this is what I found, and it was on the internet. Okay.
Kind of like, I mean, like Carrie Hilson. Like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Who?
Carrie Hilson.
Oh, goodness.
Singing, like, yeah, she's got her crazy confused. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? First it was like 5G was giving people the coronavirus.
Yeah. It was.
Now this week is some other dumb shit. I don't even want to repeat it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's back out of that story.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got.
Yeah, exactly. It's that part. The only I don't even want to. I don't want to say that.
And then the way he runs his campaign, he plays off of it.
Right.
So like even like when the Black Lives Matter thing was getting even more bigger, online people was putting us, oh yeah, well Black Lives people they just want to kill all white people. They want to do this. Yeah. So then he tries, okay, we'll campaign off of that. Like,
right.
We're gonna protect you. We'll protect the suburbs, or it's all these like.
Yeah. But you can't even protect the old people. Now you want. But anyway, enough for 45.
I mean, that's the thing. I think about it now. The racist people know that. Like I said, a lot of people say he's racist. I don't think racist is the right word for calling Donald Trump. It's not racist because he's too narcissistic to be a racist. When it comes down to it, it's gonna be about himself. Is what I'm saying. So a racist, all the true racists that guys supporting them, they're not gonna give a fuck if right now they could be hurting, their family could be sitting right at the table, their wife starving, their children starving, a black man coming in and bring them something to eat, or they're not gonna take it. Okay. Or a black man, hey, come work for me, I'll pay you $1 million. No, they're not gonna take it.
Okay.
Trump, you can sit there, okay, he's gonna give them what they want, let them holler, whatever, support them, whatever. But it comes down to, he's gonna go up, shake a black person's hand, he's gonna go to a black person's house. If it's about him making money.
Okay, I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
He's definitely opportunist.
That's what I'm saying. He's more of a self-opportunist.
But that still does not make you not racist, and that's an extreme.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying that's not the right word for him. I'm saying he's not true to it. He's more true to himself.
Average, that's very.
He's going everything that the race think he's going to do. If let's say the racists, whatever they was hoping for, he's going to do for him as the presidency. If he came down and if for him to be better for him to not do it or for him to make money, he's going to fucking shoot him in. What I'm saying, if it comes down to it, where he's like, hey,
I get it.
We'll clear your debt. If you need to go down and clear out these racists in Arkansas, Mollusk, get them.
Right. I agree, but
he's not.
Your, in my opinion, your definition of that racist is that extreme racist. That would be just like saying all Muslims are like Al Qaeda or ISIS,
okay,
which is
point.
not
good point.
So because let's be realistic, the only two things that white supremacist groups value is life and money. You take their life or their people's life or life away from them, they have a problem. You take their money, you take any of their, that's why you can't take my guns, God damn it. I'll kill you for that, because it's taking away I can't say it, sustainability. So those are the two things that I've noticed. So like you say, the average racist, they'll use a fucking nigger to do and dig that, goddamn it, and do this for me. They don't give a fuck. And that's my racist white Southern voice. Not all white people, as my disclaimer, are white asshole crackers and, supremacists. So, but my whole point is saying that to say, that extreme, I don't think.
Okay, well, you made a good point.
45, he's that extreme, but he's
right.
definitely in the good old boys.
You're right. It doesn't have to be extreme. You're right. Like
but he's definitely in the good old boys group.
Yeah, okay.
But as you said, you pointed out the most obvious. He is narcissistic. If nothing else, that title fits him very well. Fits him like the orange that's on his skin tone.
And that also brings up another point, what you said about he said about taking away the stuff. That's the other thing that see what I'm saying? That's a lot of thing that Joe Biden slacks on. He doesn't call Trump out on stuff that
On his fuckery.
And his fuckery. He tried to play it too
even.
hot, too cold. It's too hot, too cold. Because if you, like what you said about taking away something, because you got to remember now when first Trump was running, he was all about the Appalachians, and he was about bringing the coal industry back and all that. Of course, Obama had done killed all that.
Right.
You notice now he doesn't say too much about the Appalachians people or anything, and also he's also trying to cut their food stamps.
Yep.
So, which is interesting. Nobody's actually taking into account something, trying to figure out which way are they going to vote. Because they was like extreme, Trump supporters,
right?
Because they thought Trump was going to bring them their way of life back.
Yeah,
which it didn't work because the coal. I mean, he did take the regulations off to let those the big coal firms or whatever you call them,
coal mines,
but it didn't survive,
right?
Because it's
a dead industry.
It's a dead industry. Right. It didn't survive. It didn't work. Right. It didn't work. So a lot of people are still no jobs, still like you say on food stamps. Majority of people on food stamps are white people because there's more white people than black people.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's majority of those white people that are those Appalachian people. Mm-hmm. And which is the key factor is he's talking about cutting off their food stamps. Mm-hmm. Which is going to make them have to move and insert themselves into a different city, which is a lot of the business that Trump probably intervened with, which they want them to move because they have found oil in those hills. Right. So if they move, now they can steal those people's land.
Right.
So it's all in all.
It's still an opportunist plan.
But Biden never took the opportunity to
point those things out. Yeah.
To point these things out or see how these people feel about it. Nobody really investigated. Like, are y'all still voting for Trump? Or,
It's so much.
I mean, because some of them are still hoping that this coal thing come back.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna move on. Leave 45 alone for a minute. Let him suntan. Lot of
we forgot to talk about his fuck ass son-in-law.
Oh damn, yeah. Go yeah. You got that pulled up already?
Yeah. What the fuck? Jared Kushner.
Kush, yeah.
Yeah.
If black Americans
go ahead.
wanted to be successful. Mm-hmm. I just blanked out when you just said that. But his words, and he said that his father-in-law basically has he's doing the same rhetoric. His father-in-law has done the most for blacks, but they seem to not want to be successcul.
Yeah, black people gotta want to succeed. They gotta want to succeed. He's saying that Trump wants black people to succeed more than we want to succeed. That's what he came out of. What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, and
just saying, just a bunch of bullshit.
Which granted him to be the donkey of the day. That's one I definitely agreed with.
I didn't know they made him donkey. Yeah. And then he got caught on tape saying some other shit with saying that Trump took back control of the country from the doctors, like just dumb shit.
Yeah, how is he? Yeah, like you say, that's the wrong people you want to take control.
Well, the whole thing with him, he's really a puppet.
Not a puppet. He's a dick rider.
No, he fits in his place. Because if you think about it, only reason he's married to Ivanka was because he's nerdy, geeky dude. He was the end. He was the end.
He was the inside to the politics.
No, he had money, and he was the end. He was just that other people that she knew when she was in the circle. Right. You got to understand. You forget, people aren't really, if you really investigate, who did Ivanka go to school with?
I don't know anything about Ivanka.
You forget. Ivanka, all the Trump, these rich people?
Damn sure, yeah.
She went to school with Paris Hilton, all these rich motherfuckers, and this is who she ended up with. Right. So what does that tell you? They didn't fuck with her. That means either her money wasn't right or she just wasn't cool enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Or both.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? This is the class that she came with, the socialites. We're talking Paris Hilton.
I forgot about
real rich motherfuckers. Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, real motherfuckers. A bunch of other different white socialites that was in that circle.
Right.
All these people have mingled around, known each other, fucked around. They all know each other. You forget rich people fuck with rich people.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the benefits of being rich.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
When you're that rich, when you're that rich.
Yeah, it's a certain class of rich. Not,
Yeah.
That's wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting out of rich. You're getting into the wealthy.
Yeah. And when you're that wealthy, you don't go, when your kid goes, if he wants to go to college, if they go to college, they don't go to college to finish.
They go for socialite.
You go for socialite. Yeah, that's exactly.
Yep.
That's exactly what you go for.
You hit it right up on the nail.
Because the degree doesn't matter at that type of wealth.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, all about building relationships
exactly.
to build your future.
It's that networking.
Networking. It's about networking. All the other degree, the paper means shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's unworthy.
Unworthy to them. So this is what she ended up with.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you?
It tells you a lot.
Exactly. Exactly my whole point. So he's the fool that fell for it, and then she using him like footstool.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. So I guess, yeah, he's in his place.
I mean, that's just all what I thought about him.
So
but
he's
other
not,
than that,
like you say, he's not a dick rider. He's a footstool.
That's the moral of the word. Footstool.
Yeah. We're going to move on for politics
and
a little bit.
50 Cent and Trump.
Leave that alone, boy.
50 Cent not changing his mind.
Yeah, because after...
But why did it take a white girl to change his mind? But it was like I was saying before, black people, you got certain black people, for $1, they will fucking fuck everybody else over for money. And that's what I said. That's one of our biggest problems in our nation.
I think, once again, yeah, I agree with you. What's her name? Kathy... What's the little comedian that he used to fuck with?
The white girl? Kelsey Handler.
Chelsea
Handler
is the one he's saying that made.
Well, what I'm saying, white people don't do that in their community. Black people do that. It's like all about self.
And yeah, exactly.
I mean, served by certain dollar, they'll fuck over everybody else. Like the whole movie. So, shit happened to Nat Turner. What happened to him? Imagine if the motherfucker didn't fuck Nat Turner. How shit would be different?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, white people so good to me. I get to eat greens and piggy.
Like I said, when I saw it, I was like, "Is 50 serious or is he just trolling again?" But either way it goes,
he's serious. He was thinking about that money. And the white girl was like, "Look, I'll pay your shit."
Yeah, exactly.
And what it was, I mean, she used to be fine back in the day when 50 Cent was fucking with her. She's older now, but she was like, and I even give it another spin. That was she didn't tell him that. She told 50 Cent she'll pay his shit, but she was talking to I forgot one of the white either Jimmy Kendall or somebody. I don't know. Somebody was playing it. I don't know if she was actually talking, but she was like, "Hell, I give him." Yeah. And she didn't mean like just fuck him again. She meant she'll start fucking with him again.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's.
So then now that nigga changed his shit.
They Yeah,
she said, "Man, I'll pay your shit. Don't even go that route."
Yeah,
but that's the thing. That's why the whole black nation, a lot of this shit get fucked up because you have a lot of people who they have been
out for self.
Not out for self. That's not even out. The word out self is more. They're trying to protect. They're so worried about they're not used to having anything, so you're trying to protect what little they got, and that's one of the tricks that the white nation uses against is like let them give them something without giving them nothing. Right. That's one of the things, and so it's like they get what's the C word? They get not compromised, but they get
compensated.
Not content, but you get I forgot the right word for it. But yeah, and it's like, oh well, I got a house in the drop, so I don't want to lose this. So I'm gonna complacent.
Complacent. Right.
Then they don't need change here. I'm I know it's not other black people who are fucked up, but I got a house in it.
I'm good. Look, I still say it's looking out for self and not the masses of others. And
it's a trick. It's a trick that white people have learned, and me like I like psychology and watching people, and they use that.
Right. And hints to one or two things, and like I said, get off the political thing. Once one or two things. That was the whole thing behind the stimulus. It gave a bunch of niggas the $1,200, and they all happy and they dick riding Trump. When shit started going sour, you see y'all ain't get that second one. 2, on top of that stimulus, the whole country got that $1,200, but that stimulus really helped out the big companies that wanted to be bailed out, that got the big money that didn't really need it. So Y'all was focused on the little dollars, while the real money,
and it helped the economy look good for his voting shit.
Right.
That's what he wanted.
But the whole point is,
now he's probably
he was giving them the small money, putting it in their face, spreading it and talking on the phone. Y'all hear me? I got my 1,200. But the big companies was really getting the real money. So y'all got again complacent by the situation.
See, that's what I'm saying. Well, Biden doesn't take it. Like when he was arguing with Trump, Trump was saying, "Oh, I do all this with black people." Oh, Biden had to say, "Okay, if you did so much with black people, why you ain't did something about the Breonna Taylor case?"
Right.
Why did Biden say? You see what I'm saying? It's too hot. It's too old. It's too hot. It's too cold. He can't play that because he don't want to mess up that to help this.
Right.
Okay, I gained this, but then I messed this up. It's too hot. It's cold. You know, like so. It was too hot. It's too cold.
Right. Yeah, that unbalanced balance.
Yeah. So, but I mean, he like I said about the stimulus, he don't want to get out of the way now because especially if he lose the election, he's gonna be like, fuck him, let him suffer.
Exactly. I'm
good.
Yeah, I'm good. He's saying the same thing. I'm good,
and I didn't have to pay that loan back.
Yeah. All I had to pay is $750 for taxes over 4 years. Yeah, I'm good.
Well, if you find out he didn't pay taxes on that loan.
Yeah.
Well, so he need 4 years to try to figure out all his legal shit.
Let me see your taxes. It was prepaid.
Between him
like a drug dealer's phone. It was prepaid.
Between him and Freaky Giuliani, Freak Master.
Let's move on.
Tucking the shirt in, laying down, tucking the shirt in.
Nah, what? Yeah, that's some crazy shit. I haven't watched the movie thing, but yeah.
I gave it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Entertainment. Well, apparently, R. Kelly, the whole R. Kelly thing is starting to come out.
Okay.
About him being attacked in jail.
Uh-huh.
He was attacked by a white man.
Right.
Well, I guess he's Latin, but he looks white.
Yeah, he did look white, but I think he's with a Latin gang.
King. He's with a Latin king, but he looks white.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules on this situation.
Yeah, I don't either.
Face full of tattoos.
Right.
Well, that whole thing was a publicity stunt. The reason why he attacked R. Kelly. He was facing life. Mm-hmm. He ended up getting life. Okay. He got sentenced the other day. He broke down in court, crying, begging the judge not to give him life. So he attacked old Kelly. He was trying to get publicity for his case or what in his mind or whatever. They thought it would help him out to look good in favor, whatever. He ended up getting life for two murders and for shooting one of them, but she survived. And somebody told her he took his mask off, and she was able to identify him. I want you to see my face before you died last. Just real crazy. Shit, Then the other two he did marry. I think he murdered them with a bat or something. Yeah, it was whatever gruesome murders, but whatever. He ended up getting life. Begging the judge to give him a second chance, but whatever. He was crying. I'm gonna get my tattoos removed. Yeah, judge wasn't hearing it. Yeah, but that was the whole thing about the R. Kelly. So and he admitted that he did admit in court that why he jumped on R. Kelly was to get publicity, whatever his crazy mind explaining. It didn't make sense, but
exactly.
But he self-admitted it. Yeah. So now we know the truth about that. But
yeah, that's not a good way to get off murder. Staying on entertainment, Mike Tyson confronted Bootsy badass. Bootsy badass.
I get it. He said in hopes of getting spotlight, attention, and world news notice to shed light on alleged government corruption. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Well, he did neither one of those. Neither one of them work.
Oh, yeah, the people he beat him there for the hammer, not a bat. Yeah, that's what I know. It was something real gruesome. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like a bat. It's normal. It was something crazy with a hammer. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. But Mike Tyson confronts Bootsy in his podcast about talking about the Dwayne Wade transgender daughter situation. Basically saying
son that's a daughter.
Well, that's why I say transgender daughter. He wants to be a she, so I'm still not good at it. apologize to all your alphabet group, and when I say alphabet group, I'm not trying to be funny or demean y'all. I'm just
apologize,
saying.
but I mean,
I'm saying because I call them the alphabet group. You know, some people be like, "Oh, you can say."
Oh, I thought you feel because I said you called him his daughter, but it's not his daughter. That's his son.
No. Yeah, he's biological son that wants to be a female, and like I say, I don't understand the.
No, they don't like it. They want you to acknowledge them
for how they're seen.
I feel like this. I don't care what gay people do. I don't care what nobody sleep with. I have no problem with it. I wouldn't stop a gay from getting a job, married. I wouldn't hire. I'm not racist against prejudice against, not racist, wrong word, but prejudice against a gay person. But I don't feel like my participation has to be as such that I have to change my rethinking of my world.
I agree.
If I've learned all my life the sky is blue, which I know the sky is blue, just because you're some colorist, you become a colorist, and now you want to feel like because you say the sky has to change.
Let's say it's a colorist.
I'm just making up something.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to go.
But yeah, that's.
But we know scientifically that is a man,
right,
in a dress.
Right. Well, I hear you.
I'm attracted to women, so I'm not going to classify that as a woman.
Right.
Because that's not a woman.
Yeah. You will not be tanking
But
me.
I'm just saying.
Was that tanker, which one of the guys? Oh, it's okay. If anyway.
But I'm not saying you were less than or more less than anybody or the big one.
Well, no, what I was.
Why do I have to participate that much?
Well, you have that right not to or to. Yeah, me personally, I was saying I was apologizing for trying to be politically correct, but I didn't understand. I don't understand it altogether. But if he wants to be a she, that's his business. Me and the missus got into it about this. Prime example, and we'll move on. We go to a Popeyes, and a dude. See, I'm still doing it. Dude in the drive-through window, but he is clearly clairvoyant. I mean, not clairvoyant.
Flaming.
What is the word?
Flaming is the only thing I heard.
Yeah, flamboyant. Thank you. I said clairvoyant is to be able to see. Yeah. Flamboyant is fashionable. Yeah. So he is really wanting to be a she, but I could tell she was a he. And I went, bruh, can I get some more Cajun sparkle? And the wife tapped me. Why you didn't say, excuse me, ma'am? Because he is a she.
Yeah, I'm not going into all that.
That's my whole point. The point of the story is.
And then the crazy part, it can get even confusing because now you got people like, I'm neither he or she. I'm not. Oh, see, and once again, look, pointing to the point of why I said you stay doing the fuck you.
Yeah, you do what you do. Pointing to the group, the reason why I say I was apologizing to the group, why I call them the alphabet group, because it does switch up. It went from LBQ to LBQYC to I can't keep up. Nor is it my job to keep up. Nor is it my culture to keep up. So I just generalize you guys and say the alphabet group. No disrespect. You do what you do. Got people in the family that way. That's fine. Love them to death. Have no problem. Got homeboys that way.
Hey, if they get mad at us about it, then just be mad. I mean,
I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna say just be mad because
it doesn't what we can do for you because We're not saying we're against you.
Right, exactly. And I'm not apologizing for their sympathy. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, just like I say to white people, not all white people are fucking racist. I'm giving you that to know the qualifications of where I stand. Mm-hmm. But needless to say, confronted him about that. He said basically the same thing you just said. Hey, that's not your place. And who are you to say how that boy or that girl feels in their life? You're not him or you're not she. So therefore, it ain't your place to speak on, bruh. It's your opinion. Leave the shit alone and keep the fuck moving.
I mean, they did ask him.
Huh? They didn't ask Boosie.
Valid asked him.
Huh? Yeah, and he said that excuse me. And in the interview, he did simply say he thought it was wrong for Dwayne to support it because the child is at a young age. I think I don't think he's like full teenager or something. But the whole point is, Mike was
everybody run their house different. So
right, exactly, and that's again what Mike Tyson was saying. you can't. That's still that. Regardless of how old that child is, that's not your child. So leave the shit alone. It's basically.
I really don't even care about it.
Well, I'm just reporting. I'm just reporting what's going on.
I don't even care.
That's why I say
Mike Tyson making more of an issue than this.
No, I disagree. I think he pointed a good point, just like you're bowing down and saying, not bowing down, but you're going, hey, it's not a serious issue. Don't sweat it. Mike Tyson was pretty much going, hey, well, it's something that he did publicly, so he was getting addressed publicly. We're gonna move on.
Lizzo.
No, we can go get. I'll let you get to Lizzo after this one. Orlando worker fired after speaking out about he had got one of those warning letters from his employee about being laid off if Biden wins. Orlando company, I forgot they have a contract with
mentioned it last week.
Aerosmith. Oh, okay. My bad. I didn't know we caught that one. So, Bill.
Oh, I thought you said something happened.
Nah. He basically, the guy did get fired, and he's countersuing. I didn't know that we had covered it.
Not him by getting fired, but we mentioned it.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that same company. A couple of people, of course, got fired, and the guy's has not a big lawsuit. He has a lawsuit against the company about vote. I forgot what it's untitled under, but how white supremacists basically, again, trying to suppress votes and make you vote for 45. You can go on to Lizzo.
Lizzo is. Oh, thank you for your permission. Lizzo is tired.
Well, okay. Let's stop.
She doesn't want. She doesn't want to be judged for her body. Or be known because she is fat and black. Here again, we're confusing. Here we go. Then Iggy Azalea have this. It's weird. We had this weird. She wants to be known for her music, not her body and her twerking. Well, wouldn't none of this makes any sense because you're always wearing half nothing.
Yeah.
And you're always bending over twerking. You wore a thong to the Staples Center. I mean, none of these things helping your cause. I don't understand.
This is one of these times it's good that we don't have video on our podcast, because if you could see my face as you were saying it, stuff like,
And then Roger said that. She said that like last weekend. And then yesterday she went and voted. And I guess she was mailing or whatever. And then she mailed the thing out. She bent down and started twerking.
Yeah.
So
that's why
this is where the confusion comes in. And it reminded me, when I seen that video, I thought of David Chappelle, what he was saying, like, it was one of his jokes or whatever, you know how he is, and he was like getting to a woman, and he was like, just because I wear stank clothes, just wear short outfits or stank outfits or whatever,
right?
That doesn't make me a hoe. He was like, well, true enough, but don't get mad if I get it confused because you are wearing a hoe's uniform.
Right, exactly.
I mean, if I walked around wearing a policeman uniform and you ran to me and was like, oh, help me, officer. He's trying to rape me.
Don't get confused. I'm not a police.
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, what you telling me for? I'm a comedian.
Right, exactly.
I mean, you see what the problem comes in at?
Right.
Exactly. Same thing. I'm saying, well, same thing with Iggy Azalea. So why are you saying this, but you doing the opposite?
Right. Just a couple of mentions before we get too deep and get out of here. World War II bomb was washed upon the shores of North Carolina beaches. And it, like I say, they end up having to call the bomb enforcement. It was an active bomb.
That's nothing.
And, they had to explode it. A big Hornets, the first murder Hornets nest was found in the U.S. in, Wichita? Somewhere. Big nest. They had to get this big vacuum thing and vacuum the thing out, almost like a big long telescope suction cup, because the nest was about the size of a football. Not a football, about the size of 3 basketballs. So they didn't want to get anybody hurt and or in trouble. So therefore, not trouble, in danger, shall I say it. So therefore, they vacuumed it out and cleaned it. Meanwhile, somewhere else in Washington, a 45 supporter pulls out a gun on a teenager because she sprayed water, she kind of sprinkled. When I say sprinkled, like, you know how you toss your water bottle at a person with the lid open, that's when I sprinkle. I don't want y'all to think it was a water gun. So he pulls out his real gun and threatens the young lady, and says he'd kill her. Big video, whatever. Also, there's a new demographic of OnlyFans popping up. They're hardworking, determined female nurses. Yes, you got it. Excuse me, I say nurses.
Is this like the new virtual tricking?
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
And you got Lisa Ray on there. She trying to trick off on there,
right? And I'm saying nurses. I maybe should have said nurse students. A lot of the
so basically, for the right type of dollar, you can see your star titty.
Yes. Bottom line. That's the bottom line. So OnlyFans, you can get on and get cited.
Or they can tell you some shit and just talk to you. Some crazy motherfuckers spend all this money just to talk.
Yeah, I either or.
Got Lisa Ray doing it now. You got shit's getting crazy.
And speaking of Lisa Ray say she would holler at she would let Meek Mill slide in her DM.
Because she's trying to promote that damn OnlyFans.
Yeah, if he drops a bag, that's she's still about that money.
Yeah,
and no matter how
now
you
back
look
on
at
entertainment. Meek Mill, him and his baby mama, they just broke up.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is going on with Wendy Williams?
I have no idea.
Her Friday show, that I don't know what that bitch. That bitch was high or something. Yeah, she was pretty much dazed out, lost. Yeah, it was weird. I guess you didn't see it.
I don't follow it at all.
I don't know if this is just disgruntled employee or whatever, but she done had like substance abuse. She wasn't. I don't know if she's still in. She was in the sober living house. The DJ Booth though, he's no longer on her, so I don't know. But he was like, y'all know exactly what was going on, y'all. Y'all just want to say whatever. So I don't know if he's mad at them for not working there, but he said it's gonna play out real bad. Offset detained by the police.
That's where I was going. Yeah.
And Cardi B was looking good as hell in that dress. But
better stop flirting with Offset wife.
Offset was about to go to jail, miss all that because of something with the Trump protesters attacking his car.
Right, exactly.
And so that whole thing was crazy online. Kodak Black is changing his album. It's going to be his real name.
Oh, damn.
It's going to be called Bill Israel.
Mm-hmm. Didn't hear that one. Didn't hear about it, shall I say.
I don't know, but I think he's Jewish now.
Okay. That's what's up.
Because that was one of his complaints. He wasn't able to see a rabbi at his old prison.
Now, you do know that's one of the old school...
Well, the album cover they released is like, it's got Jewish stuff on it.
But that's...
I don't know if they're trying to just play off because his last name is Israel, but he's really... I don't know. We don't know what the hell's going on with that. Mm-hmm. Nelly's still on Dancing with the Stars. He had a little Freddy Krueger dance. I don't watch Dancing with the Stars, but I just seen a little clip. Mm-hmm. A little Freddy Krueger tango. So he's pretty making some good money. He should be up to about almost $300,000.
Yeah, he hanging in there
it's
with
like the 9th week he's been on there.
Yeah, he hanging in there with his stiff dancing ass.
Mm-hmm. Now he doing flips and shit.
Right.
I don't watch it. You say he's stiff?
I don't watch it either, but I saw a few of his clips because he came out in the classic Air Force Ones with tap things on them, and he's always, he's staying true to his Air Force Ones, but he's still in.
And to me, Tyra Banks is just aggravating.
Yeah. So, but no, I haven't seen any of the.
I don't know how that was a good idea to hire her, but she's just aggravating.
Exactly.
Way overcompensating. She's way overcompensating for what she's doing. Rob Kardashian. Well, he gets lucky, real lucky. Well, not with Black China. He got lucky, but not with Black China.
What's this?
The judge yesterday dismissed his case for trying to get her lawsuit against him dismissed.
Uh-huh.
It's not dismissed, so he will have to go in the court for that lawsuit, whatever she's suing him for.
Mm-hmm.
But which we didn't know, I didn't know, you might have known, he's an avid card collector.
Didn't know.
And there's a brand well, card game is different now. It's not just bubblegum little thing now. They've got certain cards with at least with certain numbers and a lot of sought after things. And there's a certain brand that's real popular right now. He paid $10,000 for a case of them or a box,
right,
unopened.
Mm-hmm.
And so the pandemic was here, so he didn't go to the shop. This was a shop he frequents in LA, so he had to do the opening on live for him. And he paid $10,000 for the box. Well, he definitely got his money back.
What did he hit for?
Well, he got most of the cards that people are looking for. He got two of these are limited. Basically, what these people are making cards, they're making them real nice, shiny, different, and they release the images on websites so people know they're there. Before, you just have to find them out and see if they're, it's not like that because they only make certain numbers. He got 2 of the 8 of the Tua Taloa from Alabama. Mm-hmm. 2 of his special rookie cards, they're like $6,000 a piece. People are already looking for them. Well, they might already have some of them, but he got 2 of the 8.
Right.
But they know what they look at, so they worth $6,000. He got a couple more cards that were for 1,000 a piece that people want. But the biggest one was he got a 1 of 1. This is probably the most sought out card of that brand.
Right.
It's a 1 of 1. There's only one, and he lucked out and got it. Of Tom Brady. It's a Tom Brady special card.
Wow.
And guess how much this one was worth?
What?
$250.
Woo! And that's now.
Yeah, that's now. Well, because he's the only person that got it. It was only one made.
But I'm saying if
everybody knew what it looked like because they put it on the website, whatever.
But I'm saying if he holds on to it,
it'll be worth more.
Yeah, so that's why I say, as of now, it's worth that.
Yeah.
If he holds on.
I mean, it's a nice card. It's got a lot of it's like a 3D graphic effect thing to it on it, but it's only one. It's the only one made, and the dude was like immediately put it right into the little plastic thing for him. But yeah, it's the highest set off of that brand. It's the highest set. $250.
Like you say, hey, them 10 stacks came in good.
Yeah, he spent $10,000 for a box.
Oh yeah.
Unopened.
Yeah, unopened. Not knowing what the fuck you getting.
Nah, not knowing what the fuck you getting.
Well, that's how it goes when you have money. You can.
Gainesville,
like
crazy fucking weekend of Gainesville. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the fuck going on. We've been making national news back to back. I know. First off, Gainesville man, I don't know if you've seen it, arrested for swallowing a woman's $5 bill.
Nah, I didn't see that one.
And it was a felony. I don't know how, but
you're dealing with money.
She was in Walmart the other day, down the street, at the Walmart, and she was getting ready to pay. Dude came up to her, grabbed it, and swallowed it.
Well, don't understand the logic behind it, but
my thing is, he's in jail. If he's still alive next week, I think they should test his blood. He probably has a cure for COVID, so he'll eventually get a pardon. The second thing, the other day, a man shot 2 people. They asked him why they do it. He was like, they were staring at him.
And that's why he shot him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other thing we made national news was the biggest thing is a big fucking sinkhole.
Yep.
Open up on the other side of town. And this thing is steady growing. Just this morning, it swallowed somebody's pool.
Yeah, I saw the other day it was right up to the edge.
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah, it's going now. It's in there.
It's in there.
That pool, it's deep. This is the thing. People from, since it made national news, people from out of town, I'm guessing white people from in town, but definitely white people out of town, they're coming into town to see it.
Making more weight around there.
So this is what one of the city commissioners said. He is warning white people to stay away from the area. Which is seem like you wouldn't have to stay away from the edge, of course.
Right.
Seem like it's unstable. These are things that seem common sense.
Yeah.
Because they had already evacuated the whole neighborhood.
You should already know these things.
He said he has ordered the police, and I repeat, this is what the city commission, our city commission, to tape off the area around this sinkhole. Tape? Is that your master plan? Is that the best we can do, Gainesville? Tape?
Hey.
I mean, that yellow tape is going to solve all the issues there.
Of
That's
course.
going to stop them.
Yeah, of course. Just like packing out the football stadium is going to stop corona from spreading. Yeah, okay. Yep,
what's going on in this town?
Yeah, this is your city.
Now, we already have one that, I don't know if people know it, and I'm pretty sure you probably forgot. We already have one of the deepest sinkholes in Florida. Mm-hmm. It's a state park. It's called it didn't stop growing, but it's the deepest in Florida. What was it, Devil's Hole?
Millhopper.
Devil's Hole or something?
Yeah, the Devil's Millhopper Hole.
Yeah, so Devil's Hole.
Yeah. It's a national
Park.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
So now we're gonna have this one. It looks like it's competing.
Yeah. The devil's outlet is what they're gonna call that one. You got any comments, suggestions, all that good stuff? Hit us up, Media Cartel. You simply hit us up, mediacartelmixshow@gmail.com. Plus, you can get it in. All you got to do is subscribe, like, and comment all in one. All you got to do is hit that ding button. You'll get every weekly update, shall I say, and every time that we're uploading a new video. Meantime, in between time, your main man, OZZIE Oz, Mr. Ripper, we out this bitch till next round. Peace. Is that the outro music or what?